Hey guys, you know who it is, Zombie Boy, back with another video. So, this is going to be a story time. And, I already have one of these on my channel. It's kind of a long time ago. Not really that long, just a year. But, yeah, I'm coming back with another one. So, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I drop music. I'm gonna have a music video soon for my new songs. But yeah, just subscribe if you want to hear more stories like this. I show them with gameplay, so it's not that boring, And hopefully, I'm not that boring, I think I'm not that boring, but you never know what some people think. But either way, it's okay, I respect everyone. But yeah, so today's story is gonna be about a relationship that I had with a girl that I met in psych ward. So yeah, here we go. This video, not video, sorry. So let's just get into it. I'm sorry. So this is when I was 18, and I am now 20, or actually I'm 23. I turned 24 on the 25th of June, which is pretty soon, but I'm still 23. But yeah, this happened when I was 18, so kind of a long time ago. I just turned to a natural legal adult. But yeah, I was going through it, man, when I was that age. I had got diagnosed with, a mental disability, bipolar, and it kind of sucked, but some good things came out of it. Like this isn't really a good thing, but I don't know, I'll just get into it. So I don't really remember how it happened, how I got to the psych ward, but I remember that I went to a psych ward. And so I get there, and these places are kind of weird. If you guys have never been in there, hopefully you guys never go, unless you need to, But it's just it's like, some of them are different, obviously, but the one I was in, there was just a big hallway, and there were rooms all alongside the hallway. And then when you walk down the hallway, you just see all the rooms. Then you walk past, and when you get to the end of the hallway, there's obviously the door to the outside, which is locked at all times if you're in a psych ward, unless you go out for rec time. And then at the other end of the hallway, there is the desk where the workers stay, where they sometimes give snacks and stuff like that. I'm just trying to give you guys the layout. And then to the right of the desk, there was a day room where they had a TV and just a bunch of coloring stuff, like crayons and markers, But anyway, so I get there, right? They pull up and have me in a stretcher. That's how that happens when you go into a psych ward. They put you in a stretcher, like in an ambulance. So I came in on the stretcher. I came in on a stretcher. Yeah, sorry, that song's old as hell. But so I came in on a stretcher, and I didn't even see this girl that we're talking about first. But let's just call her Nancy. So yeah, I didn't see Nancy yet, but I remember I needed to crash as soon as I got out there. As soon as I got off the stretcher, I just needed to crash. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. So I just went to sleep. Then, that was weird. I had a weird dream that night. I dreamt that one of my ex-girlfriends and I were, really high up on this, park. It looked like a park, but, kind of an amusement park. But I'm talking about, there was a staircase, and it was red and yellow. The railways were yellow, or the rails were yellow, and the steps were red. I remember that. And my ex-girlfriend was there, and then we just started making out. We were just making out, just going at it. And then I'm not sure how this happened, but I don't remember what happened after that. We were just making out, and then she just hands me a baby, and then she's just like, yeah, later, peace. She just dips out. And I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this baby? And I look at the baby, and it was so cute. And I was just like, bro, this is my child. I have to keep it safe. And then I just woke up. So then I wake up, and at this point, Zombie Boy is happy. He's tripping, like, oh, I just had an awesome dream. It's got to mean something cool, So I'm walking outside of my room, just happy, giddy, just, oh yeah, that was a cool dream. And then I see Nancy, right? And it was crazy because she was walking with like this dude, and this dude had huge mental problems. Like, I had mental problems, but his problems were a lot more dire and severe than mine. So anyway, we'll call him Jason. And he was just like tripping. But yeah, so they were walking together. And as soon as I saw Nancy, I swear, I was like head over heels. I was like, damn, she is beautiful. She's gorgeous, man. And I want to talk to her, but I hadn't built up the courage yet. So I kind of was just like, whatever, maybe I'll talk to her, maybe I won't, stuff like that. So I see them walking, and I'm just like, whatever. So I just walked to the desk, and I think I got like a snack or something, I'm not sure. But then I went to the day room, and yeah, I'm just chilling in the day room. And then eventually, like, as time goes by, like, I don't think it happened the first day, but it could have happened the first day. But I remember just after they were walking, Jason and Nancy were walking, I was like, yeah, whatever. Nancy comes into the day room, and I see her like staring at me, and I'm just like, dude, like, really? Is she really staring at me? Like, I hope she is, but I mean, obviously she is, because I could see her staring at me. But I mean, like, I hope it meant something, but I still didn't know. So I was like, whatever. And then as time goes by, I still catch her staring at me, and I noticed she was like biting her lips. So I was like, that's got to mean something, right? So I think I eventually worked up the courage to talk to her, and I just went up to her, and I was like, hey, like, what's up? Like, cool, like, my name's, Zombie Boy. I didn't say that, but, we're going to keep it like that. And she told me her name, like, yeah, I'm Nancy, ha, ha, ha. And then I remember, this is actually kind of funny, or it's not funny, but I thought it was, but this kid, Jason, when he saw me talking to her, he got, like, hella mad. He kind of started, like, tripping out, just, like, having a tantrum, and I could tell that he was pissed at me. So that kind of was weird. But anyway, back to the story. Me and Nancy just keep talking, and eventually we get pretty close, I was only in there for like 2 weeks, but yeah, we just get kind of close, and maybe it was longer than 2 weeks. I really do not remember, but I have to remember because this is story time, so I'm gonna try my best. Bear with me. So me and Nancy get pretty close, and then there was a bunch of other dudes in there too, kind of like trying to get at her because she was like really gorgeous. And I was just like, whatever, more competition, more fun, I guess. So me and Nancy are just chilling now. We're like pretty close. And then this other dude comes, this other dude comes through, and then we'll call him Oliver. So Oliver really liked her too, and I could just tell immediately. So we kind of became like a trio instead of like a duo. Like, it was just me and her. Now it was me, her, and this dude Oliver. So we're getting pretty cool, just talking and stuff, all friends. But obviously I kind of like liked her, and I think he did too. So, and I don't know what she's thinking at this point. But eventually we get so close to the point that this is kind of, I'm just gonna just come out and say it, to that where I guess she liked both of us. So she ended up like she told me, she's like, hey, she said we were both together, me and Oliver, because I guess we were like cool at this point, and she gives both of us her number, and I was kind of like, oh, wow, this dude got the number too. I was like, damn, but it doesn't really matter because, it's all good. So we were, so after we got the number, I was like really happy. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm going to be able to like, have a relationship with her. And then after that, I kind of sabotaged that dude Oliver because I didn't really want him to, like, to get with her. So he told me, he was like, yeah, I really like her, man. And I was like, oh, dude, I think she likes you too, bro. And like, obviously I was just trying to skewer his path. So I was like, yeah, man, you should just go for it. You like totally go for it. And I knew that that wasn't really going to work out for him because he wasn't really the most like, he was kind of nerdy. I don't want to like, say it, like obviously like, you know, that's kind of messed up, but he was kind of nerdy. And I felt like I was a little bit cooler. Like not to like just out it like that, but that's just how I felt. So eventually me and Nancy get really close, and they don't he doesn't really talk to, she kind of stopped talking to him because me and her got really close. And on the day that she was gonna leave, like we're talking and stuff, and or I wake up in the morning and I walk up to her, and then we just start talking, and she puts like her legs like to touch mine. She was like putting her thighs on me, and I was like, yo, this is kind of awesome. And then I saw Oliver, and he looked hella sad because she didn't even try to, because before, when this would happen, when, you know, one of us was talking to another, and then, or she was talking to Oliver alone, this is before, like, we got really close, she was talking to him alone, and I kind of looked sad. And then she said, hey, like, pull up a chair, we can all sit together. So that happened. But this time, when I was with her, she didn't say that to him, you know, so I kind of felt like, cool, like, awesome. So yeah, eventually, like, she's gonna leave soon, so Oliver is kind of like sad, you know, he's just going at sad. And this girl was like, we were getting really close, we were watching Fast and Furious, and she was like feeding me chips. It's just like stupid, like just stupid. We were just insane in an insane asylum pretty much. But yeah, we found love, we made it work. So yeah, this is gonna be a long story, guys, seriously. But anyway, hold up, should I split this into two parts? No. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably going to split this into two parts. Okay, this is part one. So, after she left, yeah, so after, no, hold up. After, she's feeding me chips and stuff like that, we're just talking and stuff, and she was already, like, you know, getting really close to me, so she left, and I was kind of sad, you know, but I didn't say bye to her because I didn't want to seem like a loser, so she left. And there will be a part two, but I'm not gonna, you know, it's a long story. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay posted for part two. Comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe, like. Peace.